Hey boys and girls! Today we're going to talk about something called similes. And simile is a type of figurative language that we might use in poetry, and it's something that we would use to help describe the topic of our poem. So simile is similar to the word similar, and that's because when we use a simile, we're showing how two things are similar, so we compare them. Let's take a look at how we can use a simile and what it is. So if you're writing a poem with similes, you'll want to know what a simile is, of course. So a simile is a comparison of two things using the words like or as. So an example would be as sweet as pie. So you'd be describing something and you'd say as sweet as pie. And you can also use the word like. So you might describe something by saying colorful like crayons. So by comparing something to another thing, it's going to help the readers of your poem really imagine that topic. And that's really important in poetry. It's all about sort of conjuring up images, describing things so that the audience can imagine them. Let's take a look at an example. So a simile poem would use the words like or as to compare two objects based on something they have in common. So here's one about this boy here. It says, all about me. I am fast like a cheetah. I am as funny as a clown. I am as sweet as honey. I am as busy as a bee. I am bright like the sun. So all those comparisons are helping to really describe the boy. Here are some other examples of similes. A body as thin as a pencil, a head as big as a watermelon, eyes as red as fire, a nose as purple as a plum. So take a look at these phrases. Some of them are similes, some are not. Let's take a look at which ones are similes. So the ones that are yellow are the real similes. So my sister is like a tall oak tree. I am as mad as a hornet about the fight. The witch's fingers are like cold icicles. The runner was as fast as a speeding bullet. Her eyes are as green as brilliant emeralds. The child hops through the yard like a bunny. So all of those similes have comparisons. So the template I've got for you is one you can use, or you could write your own simile poem making those comparisons. In the example one I've provided for you, you can make a pretend pet creature. So invent a pet creature, and then I want you to describe that creature so the readers can really imagine what that creature is like. So you could start by drawing your pet if that helps you to imagine it, and then you're going to make a bunch of comparisons. So your creature has a body like what? Maybe a body like an elephant. Eyes like, so you could say eyes like a snake, a nose like, so then make those comparisons. And then we've got some other comparisons using the word as. So as friendly as clever as, so maybe as clever as Albert Einstein, as loud as a trumpet. So you'd make those comparisons, and at the very bottom, my pet creature, you could give its name or an interesting fact about it. So if you're wanting to use similes in a poem, you can use the template that I've put on our webpage, or you could even just write your own poem with a topic of your choosing using those words as or like to compare things. Happy poetry writing! Bye, grade 2s!